Hey, how are you doing? I am Emily Good. This is Mr. Atlas. And we're gonna talk about how I am going to talk about how I feel about the fact that I just told my parents that I finished my novel. They're not writers, so I'm not going to go into the whole lingo of the fact that I just finished like my zero draft, which is what I did. I should have already posted a video about it. But I just told my parents, and who all knows that I've been writing a novel? You guys. Hello, thank you for being here for me. My boyfriend Will, my girlfriend Maddie, and in my normal everyday life, that's it. So two people have known that I've been writing a novel, and it's something I'm really proud of, and it's something that I'm doing for myself. And you know, I don't know. I just didn't feel ready to tell my parents, I guess. My mom has always really gotten on me about writing and the memoir that I want to write, that I am going to most certainly write. I will. But sometimes, I don't know, I just don't feel ready. But anyways, I wrote stories as a child. I started like a series with my cousin before, and we would actually mail our story back and forth to each other. She lived in Massachusetts, and I live in Ohio. And we would used to like each of us would like write a chapter or two, and then we'd mail it back and forth. So stories have been ingrained, and my mom has always really encouraged any dream that I've had. I am an extremely blessed person to say that my parents have always been supremely supportive of anything I want to do. And I guess sometimes I feel as if I've disappointed them because I haven't done those things. So I don't know. Is that maybe a ghost of mine? I don't know. Maybe like a wound that I feel sad, and I feel sorry, and I feel that I've disappointed them, just because I was always doing something artistic, and I studied acting in New York City. And sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel, I don't know. Okay, so I didn't mean to go into that, but I was on the phone with my dad today, and Will and I are going to a concert tomorrow night. My dad's going to pick us up, so we were kind of talking about those details. And my dad was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm reading a book." And he said, "Oh, what are you reading?" And I said, "It's called Writing Down the Bones." And he said, "Oh, is that a writing book?" And I said, "Yeah, actually, I just finished my first draft of my novel that I'm writing." He said, "Oh, really?" He was so shocked, and he was really proud, and he said his like voice got kind of high, and he was like, "Well, good. Well, good." And I know my dad, and I know that means that he's feeling excited for me. And my dad has always supported me. He, like, when I was into the teaching hula hooping classes here, my dad set up the whole workshop in their garage and actually helped me make hula hoops. He helped me figure out how to make hula hoops. And we set up a little shop in his garage, and we made hula hoops together. And he came to watch me perform Shakespeare 3 times before, and he was like, "I don't know what anybody's saying." He's just a boy from Bel Air, Ohio, and he's like, "I don't know what anybody was saying," but he was proud, and he knew when he watched me. He said, "That is what you're supposed to be doing." So I guess that kind of goes into like feeling like I've disappointed them. But so anyways, I don't know what my I guess I didn't want to tell my parents and maybe get their hopes up with the novel. So I was like, I want to make sure that I do it first. And I just told my parents, and my mom called me after I talked to my dad, because I haven't told my mom either. And she was like, "What's your novel called?" And I was like, I don't have a name for it yet, Mom." And she like kind of laughed, and I was like, it's not my memoir. It's just a novel that I wrote, and I'm gonna finish it, and I'm gonna publish it. And she said, well, good. So, I don't know. This is such a short thing, but it felt like just such an important moment in my life, I guess. And I wanted to share it with you. So, thanks so much for being here. Okay, yeah, so let me just update you here. My yoga mat's up there. That's what that is back there. I was just moving my body to a Louise Hay morning meditation, which I highly recommend if you're needing a little bit of light in your life today. I highly recommend. That's what I just did. I will link the video down below for you. Just to see if we can get our minds and our hearts right. Let's see what we can be grateful for. I'm really trying to tap into that more. But anyways, yeah, so I started reading my zero draft last night, and I started making notes, and I got to page 3 last night, and I was just so tired, and I was like, I don't want to do this half-assed. I want to be present for these words that I've written, and I want to see what I've written. It was a wild experience to kind of read what I've written, but it's not a masterpiece by any means. So what I'm doing right now, though, with this first read through, that's all I'm doing. I'm just reading through. I don't need to make improvements. I don't need to do anything. I just need to read it, and I'm just gonna take note of what I have, and then I'm gonna examine the notes, and then I'm gonna start editing, I guess. I'm gonna see kind of what the hell. I'm gonna map out my book. I'm gonna fill in the blanks of what needs to be there to make it a good story. Okay, cool. Go ahead. So yeah, I started reading it, and I got to page 3, and like I said, I have 75 pages to read through, which again, I dealt with this in my last video. So if you're like, 75 pages, that's not a first draft. It is. I can assure you it is. I just have a lot more to realize about it. So, yeah, I am just in the rereading process right now, and I will update you once I'm finished. I'll make a new video once I'm finished with my rereads. I hope to do it. I don't know if I want to put, like, I would like to do at least 5 pages a day. Will is off, so I'm hoping actually to do more than that, but I don't know what that process is going to look like for me, so I don't need to be making, like, setting unrealistic expectations. But yeah, like, I would like to spend at least an hour or two. Maybe I could make a time commitment here. So what can I commit to time-wise? Right now, I know I can commit to an hour a day. Like at nighttime, that's doable. I can do anything for an hour, I think, at nighttime when Roman and Stella are sleeping. So I'll commit to reading for an hour and taking notes for an hour every night until I finish this process. So thanks so much for being here. I'm having such a good time. I really appreciate the feedback always. I appreciate your encouragement. I appreciate the views, the likes, the, whatever. I just appreciate having you here with me. I think that the internet has for sure its downfalls, but like for this stay-at-home mom who's excited about her life and inspired and just trying to do something better, I'm trying to fill my soul with positive or full feelings. I don't even know about positive, but full feelings. This is a wonderful place to be, and I'm so thankful for it, and I'm thankful for you for being here. So thanks so much. I wish that there was something I could do to show you my things, but eventually I'd love to do giveaways and things like that, but until then, thank you so much for just being here with me. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you in the next video once I have read my novel.